today. Could I get a little more than that? Would that be good? But let me earn it. Is that all right? Now, you're going to want pen and paper in hand. I promise you this. And you might want to turn on record on your cell phone. Because I'm going to move fast and furious. They gave me 1 hour, and I'm going to squeeze about 4 hours in 1 hour, which means a lot of people say, Mike, can you slow down a little bit? If I could ask you a favor, just speed the heck up. Is that cool? And I built this presentation just for all of you in here. And as I was thinking about it, and I labeled this thing, how to hire, recruit, retain, and grow a team of money-producing, business-building, market-dominating warriors. Would that be a heck of a company or what? Hang on a second. Where am I right now? This is participation here. Now, I know I watched you guys this morning. If it's cool with you, I don't want to just talk to you. I'd like to talk with you. If you agree to that, raise your hand. You agree? All right, cool. Because I want to make sure that by the time I'm done, you find 1 thing, 2 things, if not 20 things, that will make you, if not 100 grand, maybe 250 grand. And I don't have to go through what I did. But what I'm going to share with you is I'm going to break a lot of paradigms. Because what you want to know from me is not what I did. You want to know what would I do different. Is that true? Yes? It's very different. You want to know, because I know some of you are amused or you're interested or you're curious. You're like, hey, Mike, okay, so you went from under $1 million. I'm an electrician by trade. Who's ever crawled in a crawl space in this room? Okay, what about Adam? Who smelled a whole lot of cat piss in their days? All right, so I can relate to you. I know a lot of people out there today that are trying to serve you, they never picked up a pickaxe. Who's had a pickaxe in their hand before? Yeah, you know what it's like, right? 6 o'clock at night, and back then we were talking in the back of the room, we were talking, what did we do before cell phones? Well, we had beepers, right? And then remember, who was texting you? Man, who was texting you at 6 o'clock at night? You would look at that, what would you say? Oh, who was it? Tell me. Yeah, well, it could have been the customer, that's one. For me, it was my wife. And what was she saying? What time you gonna be home? And I don't like to admit this, but I became a professional liar. I was like, in a little while, babe. She said, how long's a little while? Because it was 6 and you got home at 9. I said, oh. And so then the next day she'd call, how long are you gonna be home? And I said, pretty soon. But then that dragged it out, right? So I understand your industry really well, and I understand how to go from under $1 million to $32 million in less than 10 years. I do believe that that's a task, but I also believe it's a learnable skill. Now, I don't know if you're from New Jersey, Pennsylvania, or where you came from, it doesn't matter. I'll talk about New Jersey. And one of the things that I want to kind of challenge you to do in this room is don't listen with the ears of, I know this won't work, not for me. Because I was that guy for 12 years before that. I was the guy that said, I don't want a big business, because big business, big what? What if that's a lie? What if everybody been telling you that's a lie? I didn't find that was it. I had 200 employees, 165 trucks, and then, I guess it's a good thing, a $40 million company came in and said, we want you. Before I knew it, 11 companies were competing for us. I put a silly number on the table. They didn't think it was so silly. I signed my name. Me and my partner, the next day we were free. And when I say free, I say just different, because I've already been doing CEO Warrior for over 5 years, and I knew I couldn't focus on both things. I loved my company. And if you want to challenge that, I have 2 of my team. Caroline, raise your hand. Caroline's in the room. You can meet her at our booth. Mike Disney's in the back there. He was the director. He managed over $20 million for me. These guys will tell you, I loved my employees. I loved my company. We were an empire. Who's from New Jersey here? Okay, then you know yellow and black, don't you? Because our company we bled yellow and black. And I'm going to talk about that because I thought the information that she did a magnificent job. I don't know if she's in here. It was great information about recruiting. I'll probably swing a couple things on a little bit of a different angle. Now, just so I get a feel of how long you've been in my world or not, who has read some of my books before? Okay, well, cool thing is at our booth, at booth 417, I brought a book. I think I got enough for all of you. Is that cool? No catches. I'm not here to sell you nothing. If anything, I'm here to sell you on the idea of change. That's all I'm here. Sell you on the idea of thinking different. That's what I want from you. So who gets some of my emails? Who gets a whole lot of my emails? You know, funny story. Somebody told me this. They said, Mike, you send a whole lot of emails. And I said, yeah, how's business for you? He goes, it could always be better. I said, send more effing emails. That's what I told him, right? So don't fight it. Okay, now I gotta feel. So for some of you, I'm gonna be what my wife says. She says, you're a purple unicorn. We know they exist, but we've never seen one before. I am a little freak of nature. Any martial artists in the room? No? I'm pretty safe, except for Joe up here. So I'm a martial artist for 34 years, which means I'm extremely focused. What I'm most proud about is not even that. That's kind of cool. But I'm with my wife since I'm 15 years old. I think that's really, really cool. She's my goddess. I've been with her for 33 years. So what I believe in is probably different than a lot. I believe grow the company. We'll learn how to do recruiting stuff. You're going to write till your fingers fall off. But I believe if you're going to grow the company, you have to be able to grow your relationship and your family with it too. Does that make sense? Say yes? Yeah. Of course, because that's what you want. A lot of people go out there and grow the company, it's good, and then they're divorced. And that's painful, and that's hurtful. Well, it doesn't have to be that way, everybody. It doesn't have to be that way. First off, and who's from PHCC in here and who's facilitating the event? Thank you for having me out. It's a complete honor, so thank you for that. Now, I'm going to go to the board. You guys over there are going to have to look the best you can. I'm a huge believer of this, so in every single meeting I do, plus we're going to do it here, take a piece of paper, draw it in 4 blocks real quick. This is an awesome marker. You'll get to know me real quick, everybody. Okay. There we go. Better one. All right. So draw just like that real fast. You're going to need to use it. This is going to give structure to the talk today. It's going to make you leave with massive value. Watch how I do this because you're going to use it now. You're going to take it back to your company and use it too. There's only a couple things we got to get done in the next hour. First thing is things we're going to stop doing. Probably going to stop thinking certain ways, stop doing certain things. And that block, anything I share that resonates with you, I want you to say, okay, put it in the stop box. Does that make sense? Say yes? Okay, cool. The next thing is there's going to be things we have to start doing. The fact is, if you're in here, it means you want to get more people, hire more people, whatever you want to do. That means there's things you have to stop doing and things you have to start doing. Is that correct? Yep. Okay, cool. Keep up your voice with me. You know, when I would step in front of my company, you got to understand, this is not even my plumbing division in here right now. Right? So when I step in front of my team, and one of the things you're going to want to know from me is, and it's great, my partner, I was just talking to this, one of our guys from New Jersey called and said, how long before you start a new service company? I want to come back. Now, I don't have any intentions of that, and I'll tell you, everybody in New Jersey, people send me fruit baskets, so they're so glad I'm not running Little Metal anymore. Because we were doing 32 million, and we were on track for 40 million. We thought we'd do 40 million by the year 2020. We were going to exceed that by a year and a half. The second thing you want to do is keep doing. All of you are doing something really, really good. You're real kind, you're real nice, whatever it is. There's going to be things, and if you think about yourself, like, I got to keep loving this industry. I got a lot of people in this industry. It frustrates the heck out of me, because if you want to know why I'm on this planet, it's to remove suffering from this industry. Nobody's been stepping up to do it with real power. This is a lot of people in this industry. You have a conversation, it's 1 foot in and 1 foot out. And I know most of you are here because you love it. I'm going to tell you start to love it more and love it fast. Because this industry is incredible when you know how to run a business. Is that a fair statement? Is that a fair statement? Awesome. Last part is breakthrough. Breakthrough is really what we're looking for here today. I'm looking to say the one thing to you that shifts you forever, just like somebody told me, and I'm going to share that with you. Now, I've spent a lot of money on coaching and mentoring. I'm pretty sure more than anybody in this room. Has anybody spent more than $2 million on their coaching and mentoring? Okay, then I win this one. Is it okay? I'm not saying I'm proud of the win. I'm saying I wish I had one person that had all the answers. Instead, I had to go find like 20 people that had a lot of little answers, and I had to put it together. I was talking to a gentleman before over at our booth. You know, just so you know, learning curves are called lack of education. You might want to write that down real quick. Learning curves is lack of education. There's no need for pain. Pain is optional in this industry. There's so much information on how to do it today. Now let's do a little test here. I'm curious. This will tell me what kind of room that I have here. Now, if I held this $20 bill here and said, whoever will come and take it can have it, who would come and take this $20 bill? I'm just going to keep holding it here. Who would come and take this $20 bill? Okay. That's right. So this is a really great test. How many of you, and you'll do this, now my culture, I gotta be careful. Last time I held up a $20 bill at my old company meeting, remember Mike? I almost got killed by my employees. I had to start elbowing, kicking, blocking. These guys are like lunatics. But a couple raised their hand, and 2 people, after what it felt like a damn minute here, you finally got up for $20. But I get it. Who has children in the room? Raise your hand. And I do too. I got a 19-year-old son. It's like a linebacker, 17-year-old beautiful daughter. You guys walk with your out Bed Bath and Beyond, and there's a penny on the floor. What do you tell your kids? Oh, pick that up. Don't let the universe think you don't want money. You pick that up. That's a penny. It don't matter if it's heads or tails. Some of you, as you get older, it used to be heads. When you get smart, it don't matter, does it? I mean, the only place, and some of you even justify it when it's on the floor in the public bathroom. You're like, ah. All right, but my dad said you better pick it up. But I just held the 20, and you didn't move. This is what it tells me. This is what it tells me. I'm going to give you great information. I'm not even sure you'll do anything with it. Because you're only looking to recruit to get more 20s, aren't you? To build a company again. So next time, if I hold up another $20 bill, I expect, well, careful. I normally say flip over tables, but people get excited with me really fast. Gently move as quick as you can. Is that fair? Now, someone did this exercise. I was in front of 800 people. 800 people. And a guy did that. And I was 3/4 back of the room. And I'm looking. No one's going for the money. I walked right up. My wife goes to herself. She goes, there you go again. I walked right up to that guy. Boom. Thank you. He said, I got to ask you a question. Whatever it was. 800 people didn't get up. You got it. Tell me what you do. I said, I run a $15 million, the most elite service company on the planet. He goes, I can tell. Congratulations. Because you have to take action on what I said, or it's useless what? Answer this for me, and you all answer it. And if you're the person not saying something, nobody knows who's answering, so just move your mouth, okay? Knowledge is lies. Lies. Applied knowledge is power. Write it down. Applied knowledge is power. Knowledge alone without execution is useless. It's useless. I want to say the young timers in the back room. They said the old timers. I'll say the young timers. They know. Old school, it was all about taking action, wasn't it? You didn't have to tell the guy to pick the pickaxe up. But I believe it's new school today, too. I believe it's new school today, too. I ran some stats, and I want to tell you the number one issue that I saw. Do you want to know the number one issue in this recruiting issue, problem, dilemma? Do you want to know it? Yes. Okay, 3. I'll whisper it. Okay? Do you want to know it? Yes. Okay, let me share with you. Here's the deal. It is not lack of people. I ran stats last night, and in New Jersey alone, there's almost 9 million people. Can you figure this out? 9 million people. And someone tells me, Mike, you know there's not a lot of service guys in the industry no more. And I said, how's that working for you? What if you've just been programmed with this? I'll make my case. You guys can challenge me. I'm a warrior. I'm good if you challenge me. Then I said, well, what about Pennsylvania? 12.81 million people. Did you know this stat? Is that a lot of people? In the United States, 329 million people. And they tell me, it's hard to find somebody. Here's what I nailed down. It's not a people problem, it's a belief problem. The second thing is it's a strategy problem. There's not a lack of people, there's a lack of strategies for you. I changed it. Someone challenged me that I spent a lot. Now I paid coaches, the guy who grew 1-800 got drunk, I paid him $3,500 for 1 hour. One of the challenges someone told me is, change your thinking today. What if you just said they're all over, I just can't see them yet? Whatever God's universes you believe in, the next day, all of a sudden someone reaches out and says, I'm looking for an opportunity. Now I gotta make my statement because I went from 2 people, me and my partner struggling, to 200 in less than 10 years, and a waiting list. And a waiting list of people. I'll share the pieces that you have to put in place. Now remember, I'm gonna have to flip this chart soon. I want you to go back and keep filling in the blocks here. Keep filling in the blocks, okay? Now, write this down. Write this down. Everything is created by design or by default. Write it down. Don't stare at me. Everything is created by design or by default. And you just have to know, as simple as we can, is where you're at and where you want to go. That's it. And if you keep, I will tell you a problem I hear in this industry all the time, words matter. Words matter. I'm just a small company, Mike. I said, don't say small, say progressively growing. When we had 2 trucks on the road, and I used to invite people to the 2-car garage that we ran our office out of that had no bathroom in it, I would welcome it, come on in. Here's our tool crib facility. It had 1 drill on a shelf. But to me, it was a tool crib facility. Do you see the difference in thinking here? It's a big difference. And then I used to recruit people and say, wait, you don't want to work for one of those big companies, you'll just be a number. Here, you're going to be a person. When I was a big company, you know what I said? Well, you want to work for them? They'll probably go out of business tomorrow. They will, you're not even going to get enough work. There's always a positioning statement for success. Is that true? Yep. It is true, 100%. So here, along from where you're at to where you want to go, there's steps. I'm going to give you as many steps as I can cram into about 45 minutes as possible. As possible. Okay. Now, we got to talk about, everybody wants to use this word mind flood. Mind flood. Okay, everybody says, if I could just get my wife, my daughter, my children, it's all about mindset. Be positive. What if you could be a positive idiot, can't you? Right? I mean, you guys all been around, right? I mean, just think of like some of your sister-in-law, right? My brother-in-law, sometimes positive idiots and stuff, right? And so that's positive. You could be positively dumb. But that's what we're talking about, mindset. And I have to solve this for you real quick because it's not about mindset. And if I can solve the inner workings and teach you what no one's taught you, then I can help you change what you've never changed before. Let me draw you something really quick here. Okay. And you can draw along if you want. 5% of what you're thinking right now is your conscious mind, everybody. 5%. 5% is making the decisions of what you do, don't do. Do I come in the room? Do I like this guy? He's a freak. He's got tattoos. He must have went to jail. You know what I mean? Like you're making all these assumptions and judgments and stuff. That's all that 5%. Okay? This is your conscious mind. Okay? 95% is what you've been programmed for. That's your unconscious mind. Now, I want to suggest that all of you read a book. Everybody talks about the book, Think and Grow Rich. Who's read that one before? It's a good book, right? Everybody's read it, but most people's lives didn't change by it. He wrote another book I want to give you now that's even more important that you should get on audio tape. You want to know what it is? Do you want to know what it is? Okay, Napoleon Hill, Outwitting the Devil. Write it down. Napoleon Hill, Outwitting the Devil. He talks about something in there called harmonic rhythm. This guy would not let the book be published till he was dead. For 70 years, he wouldn't let it publish. Then his wife wouldn't publish it until she died. You got to think there's something good in that book, right? And I listen to the book. Now, maybe for some of you people that are super religious, it might challenge you. I don't think so. Harmonic rhythm means whatever is said over and over, you'll believe. There's not enough people. There's not enough people. There's not enough people. There's a crisis for people. Not enough people want to touch crap and plumbing. No, not true. Only your truth. When we can challenge this programming, this is your subconscious mind, then and only then we can change the game. Let me share the game with you here. The game is what I want to happen today. First, I want you to have growth. I want you to have growth. And later when we're done, if you want to come up here and take pictures of these, you can. I want you to have growth. The second thing is there is a reality. The reality is this. What's happening to you right now is your current reality. You have a choice to fight against it, learn against it, change against it. That's your reality. Now, on the other side, we have mindset. Now, I know this made sense for you for many years, but here's the question. When you set concrete, it's poured to what? Move or not move? What is it?
Not move.
Move or not move?
Not move.
So do you want a mind that's set? No. Set is stuck. This is why the world's been confusing a lot of you. What you want is this. You want mind growth. Isn't that true? You want to grow. You don't want your mindset. My dad, his mind's pretty much set. It's like old dogs can't learn new tricks syndrome. It's not really serving him real well now later in life, in the 70s. It's not really getting him where he wants to go. His mind is set. But set takes you need set. When you grow, you want to anchor it. It's almost like the stock market. You want to break through the ceiling and create a new what? Floor. You don't want your stock to go up and go back through the floor, do you? That's called losing money. You want to break through. So this here is what we call evolution. Evolution. Now I'm going to tell you about evolution. I learned a lot of things because I work with CEO over 200 companies. And we deal with a lot of sons and dads, relatives, guys that have been doing this industry for 50, 60, 70 years. And I love a lot of their thinking. But a lot of it has to change today because we didn't have Walmart, Costco, we didn't have Amazon, we didn't have Facebook, we didn't have the way we think. And when things change, you must consider mind growth. True or true? 100%, right? So I want you to understand this because this is, you have to ask yourself, what do I have to do to change this game? It is your hard drive, your subconscious mind. Any of you using a Commodore 64 to run your business? Do you remember what it is, a Commodore? Some of you too young, you don't even know. Like I had one nerdy friend that knew how to push enough ones and zeros and make something move on the screen. I couldn't even figure it out. Today I just talked to this ring on my finger measures my heartbeat, this ring, and how much I sleep. Back then you had the Commodore 64, all these big Apple computers. That's what a lot of your subconscious minds are running on. I always ask this question. What if it's not true? What if someone, and you should do it for me, what if what he's saying is not true? But maybe entertain it a little bit. There are cycles of recruiting. I can give you all the strategies in the world, but you have to know something. Let me show you this. You have to know, this is you today. And on here, there's 3 sections. There's 3 sections. The first section I want you to fill out is calibration. Right here, calibration. Calibration falls into 3 mini brackets. Now calibration, if I give you a whole bunch of cool stuff, you got great stuff in the morning, but I don't calibrate your thinking, can you educate on new knowledge with the same level of thinking you have? Answer's no. Can you do new knowledge with your same thinking? No, you would have already done it. You have to shift your thinking permanently for that, which means there's a stage of calibration. My job this morning is to help you calibrate something. After calibration, you have acceleration. Acceleration. Now, if I take a Kia car, you know a Kia car, right? And I put a rocket engine in it, probably what's going to happen? Tell me, what's going to happen? They'll blow up, someone's going to die, probably. It's going to go forward, but then it's going to self-combust. But if I get an engineer to calibrate it, I bet there's an engineer that could strap a rocket on top of a Kia and make it go. You see this stuff online all the time. But if you try to accelerate what I teach you, or she taught you this morning, into your company without calibrating your culture, your thinking, your mind, your leadership, what could possibly happen? What happened in the past? You're like, I hired a recruiter, I hired this. Who's ever hired recruiters and all kinds of recruiting vehicles and they didn't work? Raise your hand. Okay, just me and you, brother. Just me and you. That's it. The rest of them, it worked. I'm honored. Here's the thing, it doesn't work because you need to calibrate before you accelerate. After that, you have to dominate. This is a dominating game. I got news for you today, and I'm not telling you to adapt or adopt my thinking, but business is a combat sport anymore. You're either training for it or you're not. That's my belief system. And I don't know, and you don't have to share, you know, when you go to the last economy, a lot of people got punched in the face, didn't they? A lot of people, yes. Yeah, I did. I never had a down year. 12 years, never a down year. Always made at least an extra $1 million a year. Biggest year was $6 million. Biggest month was 3.5 million. I'm not saying this to brag. I'm saying this because I have to make a point about the cycles. You must calibrate your recruiting, hiring, retention before you accelerate and dominate it. After that, you do have permission to give yourself to celebrate. You will need to celebrate along the journey. 1 million, 3 million, 5 million, 7 million, 10 million, 15 million, 20 million, 25, 30, then it probably goes 30 to 40. These are the leaps and jumps where things probably don't change as critical with the culture and the mindset. Are you with me? Sit up. Sit up. Deep breath. I know I'm layering a lot of information with you. That's why you got to reward this stuff. All right? Now, after this, we want to evaluate. And just so you know, this cycle here is about 36 months, and it's about 12, 12, and 12. That's what I learned. We're working with over 200 companies, all the way from the size of 109 million, all the way down to brand new. Today we got young kids, 28 years old. They come, they get a logo, a truck, we help them, they do $2 million their first year. Come on, it's a new day and age. It's no more. I know people that are in the industry 25 years, they don't do $2 million, and they struggle. And then I got young kids who do $2 million in 12 months. And we got people who go from $2 million to $6 million. Why? This. You must calibrate first. And then you can accelerate then. Once you evaluate, you have to motivate. Will motivation, look, can you motivate anybody? You kind of can. Who? And you don't have to share if you don't want. But who's a gun owner or loves guns? Okay, I'm a gun. Just a couple of us. The rest of you pretty safe, right? Because we know how to function a gun. Here's the deal. If I pulled out a 45, my new Glock, and I shot over your head, I can motivate you to move. Or I can motivate you to shoot back, right? But otherwise, you can't motivate anybody else. They can only motivate themselves. That's what I was sharing with someone before. When you have problems with your employees and recruiting and stuff, it's not them, it's you. It's a psychology game. Look where we came from. Look where their father came from. My dad said money doesn't grow on trees. He did his best to program me with that. That normally came around with shut the lights the hell off. All right, anybody Italian in the room? There was a lot more creative words added to that too. And then what I did was doing 10, 15 million. I said, Dad, it's all wrong. If I had orange trees or lemon trees and I picked them, I could sell them for what? Answer. What could I sell for? Money. Money does grow on trees. See, that's why I want you to challenge your belief system. Now, I want to give you some steps. Is this good? Am I on the right track for you guys? Yes? Okay, cool. I want to make sure. I'm known for bringing information that challenges people, shakes them up a little bit, and that's the job. If I could physically pick you up and shake you, and I knew that's all it could take, I would do that for you. You know, with the rest of the stuff, I always ask people, what do you want from me? You answer. You want hurtful truth or comforting lies? What do you want? You sure? Because a lot of people say they want hurtful truths, but then they can't take it. They try to justify, oh, well, this is why I'm here. This is why I'm 1 truck. This is why I'm 5 trucks. This is why I'm old. This is old. Do you realize you live 10 more years? The possibility of living to 120 and 140 is possible? That means your thought, all of you in here, live more than 10 years. If you already consider yourself older, you better get ready for 40 more years or kill yourself. Because there's a good chance there's another side of life. Right? This is a mindset, mind growth game to get you there, just like recruiting and hiring. Some of you, as I look out here, hurtful truth, you don't look strong enough to me for men and women to come and work for. I'll tell you what, two types of companies. The ones with, the wobbling head, hi, good morning. There's that kind. Then there's a company that steps up and says, let's do this. I mean, when you look at these guys, these football teams, they go, okay, let's just play our best game today. Now, you're not following that team. You're following a team that's like, let's do it. That's why people, if you came to my culture, and I was doing an all-company meeting with 200 people, and I say this for a point, not about me. Okay, I have no ego. It's not about me. But if you came to attack me, all 200 would kill you and eat your face. That's how you have to lead. That's how men and women usually. So women, you'll have to deal with me because I'm a man, so I got to talk from that perspective. Is it fair? But my wife's normally giving me a crazy stare when I'm talking just about men, all right? After 33 years. So this is what I give you. Write this down right now. Your existing culture is a magnet, but I want to give you ways to make it a super magnet. Because people are attracted to 2 things. What they like and what they're curious about. Aren't you? I know. How many of you are like me? You go to YouTube, you're looking for one thing, but then that video clip on the right-hand side, it's like a big monster of a guy who's going to fight this little nerd. And you're like, oh, I got to so check this out. Right? It's because you're curious. You're curious. And I'm going to give you some things to make your curiosity. First off, and I'm going to share a lot of things I did right at gold medal. One, in your culture, you need a theme. You need a theme. I'll tell you our theme. I'll just give you one because, they gave her 3 hours. I got 1 hour. I got to talk like lightning fast for you guys, right? The theme was this. Let's be the big dog. When a dog goes into a yard, what does it do first thing? What's it do? Do you have a dog? It either craps or it pees. Probably barks. And why does it pee? To mark its what? So any of you in New Jersey that saw our yard signs, probably about 300 a week we put out, was because our men, we said, look, you go to a home, you mark your territory. You let everybody in New Jersey know that big dog's here. I was saying that when we had 3 trucks. It don't matter. Well, I'll be careful what I say. Don't throw back, that's what she said. Size doesn't matter. That's all the perverted people in the room. Okay. But what does matter is how you think about size. Now, the dirty people are still smiling. Stop that. You're going to make me feel embarrassed up here. The next thing after theme, so this was big dog. The next thing is mantra. A mantra is a sequence of words. It's a concept together that you put together that everybody in the culture adapts. Now, in our culture, it just happened. Was the movie from Notre Dame that just burned that place? Is that the one, Rudy, they used to hit the thing?
No.
That was something different? You guys see that show, Rudy? Everybody runs out and they hit that thing. So one day, well, first off, I'm a little bit of a germaphobe. Once I started tattooing 20 years ago, and tattooing myself, germs started freaking me out, so I don't like to shake hands. So I didn't even shake my hand, it freaked me out a little bit, okay? I'm probably not like Howie Mandel, but I am a little bit of a germaphobe. So I started in the morning, one morning a guy came up, I said, "What's up, brother?" Boom, nice to see you this morning. And all of a sudden, that became contagious. And then, another day, I went up and I said, "What's up, man? Warrior," I said, "Gold medal strong." And the guy said, "To you too." And I said, "Oh man." So now we had this mantra, and we had this move where all of a sudden, when we had our all company meeting, boom, everybody was fist pumping and saying, "Gold medal strong." Now, what does gold medal strong tell everybody? It doesn't say gold medal weak, does it? It says unstoppable. See, even when we're small, even when we were in a tinier size, we didn't think that way. Little dog comes across the big dog. Does it know its size? It has no idea, does it? I had a little dog, wanted to fight a big Doberman. I'm like, "It's going to eat your face." Little dog don't know. Little dog don't know. I want you to think little dog. Next thing, battle cry. See, and I get, some of this is not for all of you. Somebody said to me, they said, "Oh, you gold medal, you CEO warrior, you chest bumpers." I said, "Well, let's remember who pounded their chest. I'm pretty sure Tarzan did. I'm pretty sure the Hulk did. You know what I mean? You have a choice on how you're going to go." I love the fun land because we work with a lot of companies who go there. They're all fun. Well, I'm going to tell you what, people want to follow power. Is that true? People want to follow powerful people. That's what they're looking for. Write this thing down, not because you do it, because I want you to consider it. There's one thing I did for every employee in my culture all the time. I fought for their, what, Mike Disney?
Livelihood.
Livelihood. I still do today. I fought for my employees' livelihood. A lot of you are fighting for yourself. You got to do that too. They better sense that. That's why I thought the exercise with the headline's great, because I'm a marketer. I thought it was great. I said, don't go get a job, join a movement. Don't go get a job, join a movement. No one wants a job today. People don't even understand career, but they understand movement. They understand power. They understand domination. This is hunger at its highest level. Am I making sense? Okay, thank you. Next thing, of course, you have to track your KPIs. Now, I'm not talking about track your KPIs. I'm not talking about average conversion. I'm talking about your recruiting and hiring KPIs. Are you gaining people? Are they motivated? Are they educated? Are they being powerful? We were talking before, somebody said to me, they said, well, the employees, they don't do what they want. That's your fault. It's a psychology game. You must be powerful enough to have people see a different angle. Just like I'm hoping that I'm doing that for you. Giving you enough things that you start saying when you walk out here like, holy crap, what just happened to me? That was incredible, and I'm starting the process of thinking and digesting this different. So you gotta have a battle cry. Men today, I believe, you guys tell me, because you all have people at work, would you believe that some men today, I'm not a big millennial employer. I don't go to that millennial, they're all lazy shit. No. I know a lot of millennials that are strong. I know a lot of millennials become strong when they're under the right leader. But I did have a lot of guys when they came from probably some of your companies to me, they didn't know how to be men. Can men relate to it? Raise your hand if you can relate. Men forget how to be men. Oh no, just me? Okay. But it's your job to help them, to show them to guide them. They want it. Everybody wants to be a warrior. Everybody watches cowboys and Indians back then. They all see themselves as a superhero, don't they? In their mind. They just don't know how to pull it forward. I was able to exit my company for a lot of money. A lot of money. Probably one of the highest EBITDAs in the last 50 years in this industry. Because I had leaders that led so strong. Mike Disney was one of them. Caroline was in our company. Because the company came in and said, why do I need you to stay, Mike? Why do I need Rob to stay? I don't need you guys. Why do I need you? The whole thing runs by itself the last 5 years without me. I didn't go to a little, and I dread even the thought. I sometimes throw up in my mouth when I think of like going to a desk, putting my square ass in a square seat, at a square desk, in a square room, and shutting the door, and being mad that everybody comes to it. This is craziness, right? So you've got to have KPIs to track. Are you on track recruiting or not? I'm going to give you more. Here we go. Painted vision. Write it down. Painted vision. Painted vision is the concept of you better have clarity around everything. She talked this morning about knowing who you're going to hire. I call it the avatar. But I don't want you to know who you're going to hire. I want you to know what they eat. What are their hobbies? How do they sleep? How do they think? What do they do on their day off? What are the conversations they have with their wife? I want you to go so deep in it that you can see them in front of you and you can build a picture. And everything you talk about is to that picture. The painted vision is you have to have the vision of the what this looks like. People said to me, and you know, it's funny, I'll use the Walt Disney story. I'll give you my version of it. Young guy, they're hanging around, and he says, wouldn't it be great if Walt seen this built? Because he died before it was built. And the old timer there says, what made you think he didn't see it? Let that sit in a second. So people ask me, Mike, did you know that you'd build a $32 million company? I said, no, I thought it would have been bigger by now. Of course I knew. Of course I know. I'm a dominator. I only know one thing, relentless forwardness, win. That's it. And win, play nice. Anybody in New Jersey, I dare anybody to come up and say, I didn't play nice. Somebody just posted on Facebook in one of these groups, they said, oh, look at this guy. I got 2 of his postcards in my mailbox and they're together. And I said, my post to everybody was call the guy and let him know. Call him and let him know. There's no competition. There's only brothers in the industry. I trained people in New Jersey to compete against me while I was growing. Why? Competition, first off, it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. I was in an organization where there was 18 of the same people doing the same stuff. I outgrew all of them, even 2 of the founding fathers. I outgrew them all. So what was the difference? They had the same stuff, guys. What was the difference? The difference is how you move forward in it. What you want. What are you willing to do? And people are deluded and say, oh, well, Mike, you'll probably not spend time with your family. I spent so much time with my family, it was silly. I spent so much time with my family. At the beach, everywhere. You just got to know how to do it. Make sense? Yes? Okay, cool. Let's keep going here. I got a little more time and I got to cram a lot in. So now we talked about owners and leaders. I want to give you some things. I'm going to say it, so write it down to save some time. First, let's talk about the owner. Your identity. Your identity. Listen to your identity. You cannot grow a 10. Listen to that. You cannot grow a $5 million company with a $100,000 mind. You can't do it. Okay? You can't do it. You must create a new identity and you must start to be that way. I told my employees, they would say, how do we dress in the office? I would say business casual. But I said, dress for where you want to go, not where you are now. Think about that. Dress where you want to go. Act like where you want to go. Don't dress like where you're at now. Because that will keep you right there. Is this making sense? You have to look at your identity. Another one, I'll throw it out because it came to my mind. You can't build a company, a $15 million company doing $15 an hour tasks, guys. Think of this. I watch these guys trying to grow a company and cutting their own lawn. Now, if you love cutting your lawn because it's meditation, it's fine. But if you're bitching about your lawn while you cut it, that's a waste of time and energy. You're pulling away from, you guys probably all make more than $15 an hour when you go do something for your skill set. Then why would you ever do a task that's $15 an hour? You never do that. Make sense? Yes. Make sense? Yes. Let it resonate inside. Okay, next thing. The leader, what do you stand for? Write it down. What do you stand for? Answer it tonight. You have to know what you stand for as a leader growing a company. As a leader. You also must know what you stand against. Because you're going to resonate. Now, I am going to give you a belief system that I have. It's only mine. I did not look for A players. They're normally a diamond in the rough to find. And a lot of them are a pain in my ass. Is that true? Anybody else or just me? These guys. But I always said, I'm very good. I'm good at pulling back a thoroughbred. Better than kicking a mule. Right? So I'm good with them. I said this at Gold Medal. I'm the best in the world at bringing in ordinary people and creating them into extraordinary. Think about that. Look for B players and be a strong enough person and process to lead them to being greatness. That's a guy come in, his ass hanging out. Hope I can use words like that if it bothers you. Pray for me tonight. Is that fair? I'm okay with myself. I love myself. Ass is hanging out. Shirt's ripped. Long hair. Long beard. You hiring plumbers? Absolutely. Let's go have a seat. Everyone else says what? This guy ain't a fit. He's probably smoking drugs. Look at him. He can't even cut his hair. Not me. I say, underneath coal is what when it's compressed? A diamond. I said, no one's been able to lead him to be a diamond. Let me ask you a question I say to him. Are you willing to be at a company that's so strong that it might possibly change your belief system? Yes. Tell me about this beard thing. I'll trim it. Tell me about the hair thing. I'll cut it back. Will you follow the way that we're going to lead? Will you work hard? Will you always find something to do? Will you always be stronger tomorrow than today? Yes. How do I know? Trust me. Welcome aboard, brother. Or maybe he fails the drug test. Okay, you failed. Should I throw him to the street? Maybe he needs help. Look, it looks like you have a problem. If you're willing to get help, I'll help you before I even hire you. See, I think not enough of you are serving enough. You go, and I'm not here to mock it. Don't be pissed off. I mean, everybody goes to their, and I'm spiritual, not religious. They go there and they say, we're going to serve and we're going to help people. But why not help the guy that comes to your door and he's not a fit? And guess what? When he learns a different way, how loyal is he? How loyal is he, everybody? Our employees, still there, 15 years, 12 years, never leave. Because we serve even before we hire them. Does this make sense? And then when they come aboard, does anybody wake up wanting to be bad? No one wakes up wanting to be bad. They wake up wanting good. They want to be better. They just don't know how. Okay? Next thing. Three C's. I'm going to put them down for you. Confidence. Write it down. As a leader, you must start talking with confidence. Most of you are confident men. You can handle yourself. But you're not confident on how you talk about your business. You must be confident. Next thing, consistent. Consistent. You walk in the morning bitching. Do your employees think that the company's going to grow or shrink? Shrink. They're watching everything. You better shake it off. I don't care. Look, if you want to talk about pain, if I lift up my back, there's war scars. First off, I've been on my own since I'm 15 years old. So I got plenty of scars. I've been sued for $4 million, settled at $1 million. Thought he was going to knock me out of business. Anybody been embezzled at all? That's a fun game. Don't raise your hand. Yeah, $500,000. Never got that back. That was a fun one. Anybody ever have 5 employees leave in 1 week? Okay, that's a fun game, Joe, isn't it? That's fun times. Twice, because I guess I didn't get it right the first time. You ever have your general manager, after 10 years, if you pay him a lot of money, screw you, start a business, and try to take 15 employees from you? Well, that's good times, isn't it? But with the whippings, you either get weaker or you get what? Stronger. Stronger. Let me give you a couple more here. Confident, consistent, and committed. Committed. You gotta get both feet in. You have to have both feet in this game. If you're one foot in, one foot out, I say either get out or embrace this industry and go eat its face off. Show the world what you're made of. When I was 15 years old, I looked at the ceiling and I had 2 choices. Anybody go to a vocational school? This is fun times. It's fight for survival, especially back then. Today it's a little different, right, brother? But back then, even the women had chain wallets and combat boots, right? It's a different day and age. You got on the bus, you didn't know if you were going to come off bleeding, 3 people trying to choke you or what, right? It's a different day and age there. But the thing that you want to know about all this is when you're committed and you're all in, and you say to yourself, it doesn't matter. That's what I said when I stared at the ceiling 15 years old. I said, I'll prove the whole world wrong. Watch me now. You have to be willing to make that level of commitment. Recruiting's the same way. I always ask people, like 1 to 10, 10 being the best, 1 being the worst, what level are you giving to your recruiting? Very rarely over a 5. A 5, passing score or failing? It's a failing score. How would you ever expect to pass at a failing score? You're not. You're not even giving it enough energy or effort. Let me give you some pieces that I think are key here. Are we on track? Yes? Okay, cool. I want to make sure I'm on track. All right. She talked about marketing this morning. It's an awesome job. I want to give you some things I think about marketing. First thing, brand. Write it down. Your brand better be good, better be clean, better be modern, and it better attract who you want. Just like yellow and black. And if you think your brand that's 50 years old doesn't need to upgrade, update a little bit, you're wrong. It does. Even Coca-Cola, the greatest brands in the world, they refresh it for power. Number 2, she talked about this morning, copy. Copy is strategic. Those ads that you guys would do, it's a great effort, don't do it. Go out, find somebody. My wife said to me one time I was fixing the plumbing under the sink. I don't know how to do plumbing. $100 from Home Depot, put it all together, all this plastic, turn it on, and shit leaked. My wife stood over me, she goes, so you want everybody to hire you for electrical work, but you don't want to hire a plumber. And then she does this thing that freaks me out, so she goes, not fucking, And I'm like, oh, what does that mean? It means you should listen. And then I'm like, okay. I get it. Get someone to write the copy. Go online. Hire pros to do pros work so you can do what you're the best in the world at. Make sense? Okay, cool. Next thing, structure of your marketing. You gotta have world-class marketing. Now, marketing, I want to give you a piece. I don't know if it was covered this morning or not. I want you to stack it. Marketing must stack together. It can't work in silos. That means if you're doing Facebook, how many of you in the last month have emailed your database and told them you're looking for more amazing people? Raise your hand. You mean, okay, 2 people, 3 people. So write that down. Don't stare. Write it down. You should email your database. We are so proud. We are growing again. If you know an amazing person that's looking to get into trades, the industry, anything, okay, or you're thinking about it. We hired customers of ours to work for us, right, Disney? Customers that we did furnaces and air conditioners. They said, I love you so much, I love the work for your comfort interview. Perfect. Now this is how we used to interview. This is how we invited everybody in the room that was like American Idol. It wasn't this job fair stuff people talk. It's like American Idol. We had Thunderstruck playing, candy bars. It's crazy and nuts. That's what, because I want to set the stage for what they're going to see. If they can't handle that in a room, how are they going to handle me? I'm like this 24 hours a day. You better be able to run with the speed of me, right? Okay, next thing. Location. With the stackable marketing, where are your people? Where are they? Are they following sports channels? Where are they? They're all over Facebook. They're all over LinkedIn. I'm sure they covered that this morning. I mean, they're everywhere. But you have to make sure the messages are congruent and fresh. I don't see a lot of you leading out there. I don't see a lot of you on the video, on social media saying, if you're looking for an opportunity of a lifetime, let me share some things. Or serve the people. Did you ever see this plumbing thing? Did you ever see this heating thing? And then connect with them. Stop. I never begged anybody to come to work for me. I never did sign-on bonuses. I'm not telling you to do them. I did do the reverse psychology. You might want to write this down. I gave the bonus to the employees. I gave the bonus to the employees. I said, you guys bring people, they stay 30 days, I give you $250. They stay a year, $750 to you. Now they started doing what? Why would I give the sign-on bonus to beg someone out there? That sounds weird. Like, come here, I'm so desperate, I got $5 grand for you. Forget that. No, give it to the employees. They'll hunt and find them and track them down. Right? Does that make sense? Yes? Cool. The other thing is all your marketing. Stack it and rack it. Put it on there. You said, who does direct mail? Anybody? Okay. Well, shouldn't you put something on there? Always looking for amazing team members to join us. Put it on everything. Now, I never put it on my trucks because I was critical about the image on my trucks, but all my marketing I put it on. Every customer knew. Everybody out there. Dunkin' Donuts, pull up, get a coffee. Hey, do you know anybody looking for amazing opportunity? Let me ask you this question. I'm running out of time. I knew I would, but there's more stuff I want to give you, and I'll see how much I get through. Telemarketer calls you. Phone's ringing dinner time. You happy or mad? You're mad. Yeah, I thought you'd say that. My son egged me on when he was young. Get it, Dad. Get it. My wife's My son's like, get the phone, tell Mark, pick it up. I always get in trouble, so I pick up the phone. Yeah, Mike speaking. Yeah, this is Joe from Dish Network. I said, oh, hey, how you doing, Joe? I was waiting for your call. I wasn't. I didn't even know Joe was calling. He's good. He's good, this guy. I said, Joe, what's your conversion rate? Tell me right now. He starts telling me his conversion rate. How many calls did you do with that? Who trained you? What kind of training you? Guy's like, ooh. Next question. What do you think I asked him? Where do you live? Oh, I'm in New Jersey. Oh, really? So am I. Are you looking for an opportunity? He says, well, tell me about it. Boom! Guess who hires Joe? Me! You're shutting people down every day. I go to hooligans. That person's amazing. Who am I talking to? How's this working for you? Good or bad? If it's good, I tell him, no, look, I got this all under control now, I guess. He's like, yeah, I'm doing great. I get it, but when I'm in hooligans, I'm like, how are you doing with this job? She's like, I love it. Good. If I can ever help you, let me know. If not, I hope you stay here forever. But if you're ever looking for an opportunity, here's my card. Reach out. How many, I'm curious about this, because I always ask this. How many of you handed out a business card in the last 2 weeks, if it was for recruiting or getting somebody in the last 2 weeks? You handed out one card. Who handed out 5? Who handed out 10? Who handed out 20? 30? Okay. 2 people, 30 cards last week. You might want to write something down there. You may not even, you're asking for growth, you're not even doing it. Then a lot of people tell me this, I'm so busy I can't keep up. What's the answer to that, everybody? Hire more people. Okay. Let's crank out some more things. Let's crank out some more things. Okay. Package. You got to have a world-class package, right? So I'll just give you some of the things we have, and you can write it down. And I think we have to talk about the package today. The success package. This is everything you have. And if you don't know how to do it, you better find someone to teach you. That's the SPIF programs. I'll tell you the number one thing people want in recruiting. And if you're good enough, you'll get people to swarm for you. Everybody wants a growth opportunity. Everybody wants a growth opportunity. They don't want to come to the company. I mean, do any of you want to, if you still do plumbing, do you want to do it when you're 70, climbing up crawl space? Anybody? Some of you, I had a couple guys that want to die in crawl space. I said, perfect. I didn't want it, right? They want growth. That's part of the package. Map them out a growth plan. Map them out a growth plan. Show them how they can come in as a plumber. Then they could be a team leader. Then they could be a mentor. Then they could be a field supervisor. Then they could be assistant service manager. Then they could be a service manager. Then they could be assistant manager. Then they could be an assistant director. Then they could be a director, and that's the person that's running Gold Medal now and earning over $40 million, started with me as a plumber. That's how you do it. Make sense? Yeah, it makes real good sense. The other thing, simple things, I will tell you, anybody pay their employees for their birthday off? Raise your hand. Okay, all of you write that down. I will tell you, there's 2 most important things. Most important name to you in your life is what? Your own name. Number 2, most important day is what? Your birthday. Why not give it to them off? It's so simple, it's one day. And people freak out. They never go anywhere. They never go anywhere. They love it. Because you respect their most important day. Let me tell you an anecdote. And so I was in Pennsylvania for a while. Who's from Pennsylvania? Yeah, but they have a lot, right? They all have their own sheriff in every town, don't they? This is a nightmare when you're from New Jersey and they all have a sheriff in town. So I was like, forget this. I'll leave it to the PA boys. I'm out of here. But when I was there, my recruiting ad said this: never miss opening day of buck season again. Here at Gold Medal, we respect your day. That is so. Now, how many of you hunt? Any hunters? Okay, so if you got that ad, don't miss opening day of buck season, what are you thinking now? You're talking about different in recruiting? That was different. The guys in Pennsylvania were coming out of the woodwork. Well, I'll give them opening day of buck season. Why not? That's like a holiday to some people. Not to me. I used to hunt, and then it became unfair. I thought if only the deer had a gun, I would go hunt again. You know, yes, sir, throw it out.
Do you have one for Jersey, too?
Higher ants?
Yeah, because that one's excellent.
Yeah, no. I got them for everything, but for sense of time, I gotta move on. Yeah, we have, because it's part of it is not so much the ad, it's the communication to the person and making sure it resonates so much. She talked about this morning, that it creates a magnetic pull. It creates a magnetic pull. We made our employees tell us, why are you a fit for us? We didn't beg people to come. Why are you a fit? What makes me consider you? And we did that when we were very, very small. It's a different way to position and think. All right, let me give you 2 more big ones, and it looks like my time's going to be up. I don't know, am I allowed to go 5 minutes over? Anybody in control?
Yeah, sure.
Do you want me to go 5 minutes over? Raise your hand. Okay, we just took control of the room, okay? Cool. All right, glad I took control of the room. All right, I want to give you some ways to get things done. Okay, here. Write this down. Get Magic. Get Magic. It's an app. It's a website you go to. I'm going to give you a code you can use. I think it helps you with money off or something. Magic, and you got to do this in all caps. Magic Warrior 2219. This is a virtual assistant company. You pay per minute. So when you want to do recruiting ads or posting or anything, you just dial them in. You send them a text message and say, hey, I need you to look and find me. See if there's 5 plumbers in this area that are looking for a job right now. Check these 3 sites. They'll do it for you. You only pay them per minute. Is that good? Okay, they found my, I was looking for, if anybody from PA does know, I'm looking for 500 acres, but only about an hour and a half to 2 hours away. I'm going to do a little plug for myself, it's okay? I'm looking for 500 acres in PA. Hit me in the end if you have that. I want to build a little thing there. Let's just keep it at that. I want to build a crazy thing there. All right, Get Magic is a place where you can use them to outsource to get your recruiting done faster. You can tell them, post this every 3 hours on Facebook, post this on LinkedIn, and they'll do it for you. Okay, so it's like having an employee without paying them health insurance and stuff. Is that good? Check it out, it's going to work for you. Next thing, just so you know, for interviews today, who's using Zoom in here? Zoom? Okay, write it down, Zoom. I think you should master it. I use it a lot. Who's been on any of my webinars? Okay, well, you should all be on my webinars. I just did one that was like 700 leads in 7 days or something. But Zoom is a virtual platform where we're now interviewing anywhere from 10 to 50 people in an hour virtually at one time. So I heard them say always be recruiting, and that makes sense. I want to give you a different angle. Always be building a hot list. Write it down. Always be building a hot list. And a hot list is really, really key for you guys because what you want to do is you guys know what a CRM system, a management system, right? You want to have some kind of CRM management system. There's a couple out there. You can hit up our office. I think we can get you a discount. Bird Dog, Hierology, Hierology, Bird Dog. You can write those names down, but we maybe can help you out there. And those companies run a CRM. When you're recruiting, it's not just getting them in, it's communicating with people forever. I learned something the hard way. We got rid of a guy when we didn't have it figured out. He was let me tell you how horrible this guy is. You're not going to believe the story. Can you handle a crazy story? Real quick one. I tell the guy, go hang the flashlight in the van, because we're waiting to go, but we have some time. I said, we're leaving. I said, you hang the flashlight? He says, yeah. So I come walking, don't judge me after I share a second part. Is that fair? Don't judge me. At least try not to judge me. So I'm walking out and I look at the van, that brown van, and I look, and there's 3-inch drywall screws sticking right through the van. So I look and I said, Tom, you hung the flashlight? Yeah. What kind of screws? You said, oh, just some screws. I said, how thick do you think the van wall is, right? Sticking right out the van. You can't even believe this, right? Now look, I'm a different guy today, so don't judge me. So I pulled the screws out, and I said, Tommy, where's your car? Where's your car, Tommy? He's like, why do you need my car? Is this your car? And then I just hung the flashlight. Is that a fair thing? But that's old school, right? I don't do that no more. You're safe for that. But here's the deal with that type of stuff. When you have a CRM system and you get rid of people, don't think they're gone forever. Sometimes they come back, they're worse. But 10 years later, sometimes they're better, aren't they? And they learned. And we had a lot of employees. So I learned. Now, Mike Disney back there, if you have a chance to talk to him at the booth, he hunted a guy for 3 years. 3 years. How you doing? Once a month. How's it going? Check this out. Guess what happened after 3 years? What happened at the other company? It pissed him off, and then what did he say? Love to come and meet you. Then where did he come? Right to gold medal. So you got to build a hot list. We probably had 1,000 customer service reps, 400 different plumbers, 300 electricians, and we would communicate with them. When you get a customer, I would say this, when you do work for a customer, if you never keep in touch with them again, that would be the same similar example if you got married with your wife and never talked to her after that day. Isn't that true? Would that work out good, ladies? Well, some of you look like you don't want them to talk no more. Is that? I can see that. So you must keep in touch with these people in the hot list. Treat it as a database. I'm going to give you one last thing so we can get out of the room. I want you to write this down. Treat your recruiting as a separate division in your business. Treat it as a separate division in your business. Treat it as a separate business as a whole. When you treat it as a separate business as a whole, you will, I'll write something else for you. You will make sure that you're focusing on it every day. Have a dashboard, simple whiteboard, where you say how many people you want to apply for your company, how many people you spoke to, how many people are in the waiting list. Now here's the coolest thing about always recruiting. I'll share you my concept, Joe. When we interviewed people, we would get their paperwork, and on there would say what? How much they're making, right? Is that true?
Yep.
It would say, hey, I'm making $20 an hour. So this is how fast and how simple it was for us. We would just say, oh, we need a bunch of plumbers. We would open it up. Oh, he looks good. Now remember, his paperwork says he wants to make $20 an hour. So we would say, hey, by the way, I don't know if you're looking or anything. It doesn't matter. We have an opportunity just opened up at $24 an hour. You interested? What happens now? Lightning fast. Because I already have information. It's simple. You already told me, here's where you are. I believe, and this is a crazy belief, but me and my partner always said this. Pay them so well, manage them like an incredible leader, and when they leave, they should want to go home and cry to their wife. That's what we used to say all the time. And you have to treat them at that level. Let me give you something, because I knew I wouldn't get everything done, so I'm going to give you a place where I can serve you guys all at a higher level. CEOwarrior.com/recruiting warrior. If you go there, it's going to take you to a link. Just put in, there's a bunch of questions. You guys don't have to answer the questions. Just put in PHCC and all the questions, and then we're going to send you, we put in there a whole training program I did on recruiting for you guys, okay? So just go here. There's nothing to sell you there, nothing. If we can help any of you, go to our booth. We'll share what we do. Just CEOwarrior.com, recruiting warrior, and PHCC, and that is what I have for you guys. I will tell you, I am completely honored to spend time with you guys. If you know anybody in the industry that's suffering, send them our way. I'll send them free books and free programs. Complete honor to serve you guys. Go grow your company. Thank you.